because either these inspections, whatever all being told by para 1001 of the IRPWM, they are either the nature dependent or the man psychological dependent. Suppose these are the inspections told by the or mandated by the IRPWM: monsoon patrolling, cold weather patrolling, hot weather patrolling, gang patrolling, and security patrolling. Out of all, these main monsoon, hot weather patrolling, cold weather patrolling, and all are nature dependent, because as far as the track is in its position, technological inspections can be done, and we can take the inputs from that and we can give the inputs to the track again. But monsoon patrolling, we cannot predict how the nature behaves. So during this patrolling, what kind of inspections we are doing? We are checking the condition of the formation and watching at the vulnerable locations and monitoring of railway affecting tanks and works. So concentrated effects are being given in that particular angles. Similarly, during the hot weather, we cannot predict how the temperature is changing from minute to minute or hour to hour. So the second, the most challenge every industry is facing today is to train a workforce with a commitment. Railways is not an exemption for this. We are unable to get a trained workforce, or by getting the workforce, we are unable to train them if we are training them and they are running away. And at the same time, we are on the cusp of true information revolution. Now, as our chief engineers and all, they have said, we are on the cusp of sensors, drones and robotics. Similarly, we are in the time of a change to break the barriers of new interactions and the innovations towards a better railways. And at the same time, these technological revolutions are giving a promise for better monitoring and to asset maintenance. And at this juncture, we have to observe the geospatial technology developments. And similarly, digital global constellations, they are giving a lot of support in the monitoring of an asset. In fact, over a span of 200 kilometers or over a length of 200 kilometers, points can be observed within a span of 10 seconds with the help of the geospatial constellations. And similarly, big data analytics, like what we are seeing in our geo maps and Google Maps, this is from the big data analytics. They are supporting the geospatial analytics, and the level of adaptability is so practical that every day we are seeing, even if I don't know the way, I am just going into the Google map and checking what is going on, where we are going and all. So if we corroborate it, that means a domain specialist or the domain expert is collaborated with the technological expert, then a good output can be given and the railway can be taken ahead. In this, in the ground level, some of the technological advancement, how we can adopt the drones, they can be corroborated with the geospatial technology, and they are the most adaptable real-time utility. Suppose, what is the advantages of the drones? The inspection time cycle. The drones, now we are doing the manual inspections either with the help of a patrolman, for which we are, in the case of a keyman patrolling, we are considering he can able to walk 5 kilometers per hour and he can inspect the track of 5 kilometers length in 1 hour. But there are so many practical constraints. If we see the age profile of the present day gangmen, 60% of the gangmen are more than 45 years of age. And because of the present day living standards, the physical ability is getting reduced. In this condition, a drone can check over a length of 7 kilometers within a span of 30 minutes. And the reliability, digital aerial images, as accurate as 1.5 centimeters per pixel, they will collect millions of data points in one flight. And by fitting the infrared cameras into the drones, even the night patrolling or the night vision is possible. Similarly, the data can be instantaneously compared with the help of topographical and hydrographical maps. And in the project or in any work, the realistic progress can be monitored immediately. In the railway RVNL, we have made a small check over the earthwork done by the contractor. The contractor has brought the earth from a borrow pit area and he has made the embankment, where we have compared with the help of survey instruments fitted to the dome. And the borrow pit volume was given as 5,400 cubic meters, and embankment, when plotted with the levels, it has given a volume of 5,280 cubic meters, which is very realistic and near. So that means the points what we are taking from the ground with the help of the drones and the survey equipment fitted to that, the task has become so easy. And how the drones can be adaptable to the track maintenance operations. Hot weather patrolling and security patrolling can be carried out with the help of the drone. Because the very purpose of hot weather patrolling is to check whether any buckling is there in the track during the period of consolidation and all. Similarly, during monsoons, railway affecting tanks and railway affecting works can be kept under constant watch at regular intervals with the help of the drones so as to monitor the river flood levels, water levels in the tanks and all. Because the railway affecting tank will be somewhere else and our track will be somewhere else. So, RET inspection is being done at one particular point either by the IPWE or by the AEM. And the water levels are changing very rapidly depending on the catchment area and all. So, frequent inspections can be carried out with the help of the drones. Similarly, sections where the deep cuttings and tunnels are existing in guard sections, possibility for fall of any boulder, slips, etc. can be watched with the help of these drones. Similarly, detection of rail bar weld fractures. Still a grey area which is giving a scandalous mess to the railways. Currently, we are monitoring the rail bar weld fractures by the night patrolmen or the monsoon patrolmen, cold weather patrolmen. But the effectiveness of the patrolman again depends on the various factors. The gadgets what he is carrying, the equipment what he is carrying, and the time of occurrence and the time of failure. So in this case, audio frequency track circuiting, it is a good solution for detecting the rail fractures. Ircomtech Gwalior has done a lot of work in this audio frequency field in the signaling perspective. If it is adaptable to the railway track, any rail fracture or weld failure can be detected. AFTC can work over a range of 6.5 kilometers and can detect any discontinuity in the track due to rail bar weld fracture, and alarm will be given to the track maintainer. Even invisible cracks, suppose a rail was fractured and there is no crack developed, and a night patrolman who is going with the help of a torchlight, he also cannot detect a rail fracture unless 2-3 trains passes and the gap increases or the rail table got differential rail table has come. The next is remote eye monitoring system. This is a system what presently is being followed by the RVNR, where we can monitor the project activities from their point of occurrence straight away. The physical point of the work directly can be monitored. It is a Android-based application, works on any mobile phone. And the graphic user interface is so simple, and the domain can be created on our own depending on the requirement. And the adaptability of the REMs in the track maintenance. During the rail bar weld breakages, immediately after the emergency repairs, the status of the site can be appreciated to the competent authority to seek the exact assistance required with the help of the REMs. Similarly, during the traffic blocks, the actual quantum of work executed and the requirement of additional assistance can be monitored on real-time basis. Very recently, we have witnessed a derailment where the IPWE is attending to a failed glute giant, and the controller could not able to assess the factual position at the site, and a derailment has taken place. With the help of REMs, this kind of incidents can be avoided. In a nutshell, drones can be substituted for hot weather patrolling, cold weather patrolling, and security patrolling, and also to monitor the work progress from time to time. And AFTC can be introduced to detect the rail bar weld failures, and REMs can be used as an effective tool for track maintenance and project maintenance. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Vishwanathan. You recommended that with the use of drones, radio frequency track circuiting, and REMS, we can change the way we have been doing the track maintenance. A very useful paper. Now we are already entering the lunch time. लेकिन आपका अभी गाड़ी अभी शुरू हुई है, आगे मेकअप कर सकती है. तो I am allowing one question from each author. They can select any one of the question, and then they can come on the dais and then they can answer.
Sir, we got 3 questions, but I'm picking on one by Mr. S.N. Agrawal, GM, Southeastern Railway. He has said, is any study made to see the compliance improvement in CNM1 Volume 1 tolerances by measuring run or trolley-based system adopted or not the regulation? So right now we are not carried out that study, but since both are based on four components of the track: gauge, unevenness, twist and the alignment, but slight difference in the G value, peak values. We will try to work out the correlation between these things, but by use of this trolley system on our northern railway, sir, we have achieved a TGI improvement varying from 30 to 50%. Sir. Definitely, as a notice statement, I can say there will be definite improvement in CNM volume 1 also, but exact value we have to work out a correlation, sir. Thank you, sir.
There are 6 questions to us, so one I will take, one Praveen will take. This is from Mr. N.K. Sharma, Senior D and Coordination, Bikaner. First question is, what shall be the manpower requirement after procurement of track parameter measuring machines as suggested? In this, the manpower requirement, since in DFCCIL we are working on a commercial terms, we have to pay, we are working on the track access charges. So our effort is to minimize the cost. World over, the manpower requirement per route kilometer comes out in one of the railways it is 0.22 and goes up to 1.2. So based on whatever we have suggested in DFCCIL, it is working out to around 0.6. But main thing is our effort is not to reduce the maintenance. We have to develop a sensitivity analysis with respect to the cost, what will be our final KPIs and RAMS standard. We have to adjust our cost according to it. So exact manpower calculation has not been done yet. The second question from him is whether doing away with manual method of track inspection is presently feasible on Indian Railways. The main intention of doing mechanized monitoring and inspection is to avoid the discretion and to capture the data scientifically so that we can analyze it properly and plan all different kind of maintenance in a long-term vision. Thank you.
Out of 6 questions, one question I am answering. The question has been raised by Mr. S.N. Agrawal, GM Southeastern Railway. That is any system for monitoring of rail fractures, oblique weld fractures, is envisaged in DFCCIL. In this regard, just I want to say you, sir, that as DFCCIL is a totally new organization, we have planned the robust system of inspection and monitoring. We are procuring the state-of-art ultrasonic inspection car. Apart from that, we are also having a small ultrasonic machines. Plus, as I already told in my presentation, that we want to basically reduce the key man inspection, which is basically identifying the rail fractures and weld fractures. We are replacing by the track vision system, which will run twice a day, twice in a week on each section on each track. By that, definitely we can identify the rail fractures. But what I understand from the question, that once the rail fractures have occurred, then how to identify? The thing is that we are also working on the system that is known as process system, that is basically laying a continuous cable along side of the track, and by running of the commercial train, because of the sound system, if the fracture has happened, definitely sound will be different. By that system, we can identify whether fractures has taken place or not. This is system, but we are still working on that. But once the real fractures has happened, the gang stabled at IMSD and IMSD will immediately come and repair the fractures. Thank you, sir. And about the turnout inspection, very small answer is that this is a device. This is only for the inspection and measurement, not for the rectifying of the track, and it is capable of doing the inspection of all the type of turnouts. Especially, we have to configure the machine. Thank you.
The question is from V.K. Pandey, SSC PWE Construction, Bilaspur. The question says, in the Intercity Express German Railway, track alignment in stations, will it detect station variation and how? His question is that whether track alignment can be measured from station to station. As you know, sensors for measuring accelerometer, acceleration and rotation gyroscope sensors are put which measure the alignment effect of the whole system. When the train runs from one place